On January 24, 2003, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security began its operations. This new agency was born from the ashes of the terrorist attacks against the United States on September 11, 2001. It had been painfully obvious that the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, the National Security Agency, NSA, and military intelligence agencies had not been effectively communicating with each other, and that unless something was done to institutionalize such coordination, the U.S. would be vulnerable to more such attacks. Given the mission of protecting the United States and its territories from both man-made and natural disasters, as well as from terrorist attacks, this agency has over 200,000 employees and a budget of over $60 billion.
Secret Service pretty close at hand, as you can see.
Was a record-setting year, with TSA officers confiscating more than 2,600 firearms nationwide.
I want to say how grateful I am to all of the law enforcement who worked together, who brought their A game.
In a single year, the Coast Guard and Border Protection intercepted an astonishing $10 billion worth of drugs on the way to America.
This is the most sophisticated tunnel that has ever been discovered along the border.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
ICE enforcement and removal operations arrested 331 criminal aliens and immigration violators.
HSI arrested more than 1,200 from gangs across the U.S.
1,000 child victims were identified and rescued, with Homeland Security investigations agents arresting nearly 3,000 child predators.
2 weeks since historic flooding left thousands of Houstonians underwater, FEMA has opened 4 disaster recovery centers in the hardest hit areas.
The U.S. Coast Guard came through with flying colors, rescuing 33,000 people.
To disrupt terrorist attacks, to make our borders more secure, respond to natural disasters, and make our immigration system more effective and fair. Addressing any one of these challenges is a tall order. Addressing all of them at once is a monumental task. But that's what the dedicated men and women of the Department of Homeland Security do every day.
Only the Department of Defense and the Department of Veterans Affairs are bigger cabinet departments. Just some of the agencies that come under Homeland Security include the Transportation Security Agency, TSA, Customs and Border Protection, CBP, the Secret Service, Citizenship and Immigration, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. Even the U.S. Coast Guard, which had formerly been under the Treasury Department, is now under Homeland Security. In all, a total of 22 agencies were consolidated into Homeland Security and its child agencies. Not surprisingly, Homeland Security is also responsible for cybersecurity, the protection of the nation against cyber terrorists. The Department of Homeland Security has taken a lot of heat from Congress and the public, with allegations of scaremongering, ineffectiveness, wasteful spending, and lack of congressional oversight. The charge of data mining or collecting vast amounts of information from private U.S. citizens and companies by intercepting phone calls, texts, and emails, as also done by its partner agency, the NSA, is a hot topic today. Still, the country has been relatively safe since the creation of the department, so it can justifiably claim some success. Public opinion of DHS, however, is even lower than that of the Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, and supposedly, morale, job satisfaction at the department is at rock bottom. As a question for my students, please share your thoughts on whether or not this department is a necessary addition to U.S. government bureaucracy, or what you think they are doing right and wrong. Or, what can the DHS do differently to be more effective? If you like this video and would like to receive notification of new videos, please feel welcome to subscribe to History in Headlines. Your viewership is much appreciated.